The Stealth Paindane Species Challenge is proudly brought to you by Harvey's and Cray Valley. Voltbet, Global Trader, and Reynolds Pinetown.
The wind's blowing so hard, but we give it our best shot. It's the team thing today, and we've got a secret weapon in the form of a jet ski, so we're hoping to do well. Thanks, man.
I'm going to catch a nice big critter today. What else must I say? We're going to have fun.
Hopefully as much as possible. Beauty and the Beast, for obvious reasons.
It's all looking good. Lots of tuna around, so I'm sure we're going to see lots of bonnies, maybe some yellowfin, a couple of skipjack, and then we're going to go find the kingies. So looks good. Just ready to go. Want to get on the water.
What's your game plan?
Catch fish. Big ones as well. Win it. Come here, get the t-shirt, go home, brag to my wife.
We're here at Paindane for I think it's the 6th species challenge. The wind's blowing a little bit, but this is the big start with all the guys lining up on the beach. There's been a few fish around, lots of tuna, the kingies are there, some carp and 1 or 2 kuda. So yeah, I'm keen to get started.
Stomach in? Chest out.
We're into our 6th year of the Paindane Challenge now. The year is 2011, and we've made a few subtle changes to the event. What we've done is this year we've kept it for a kayak fishing event only. We've also changed the rules slightly to try and make it a lot more even and give the novices and the guys who are coming to Paindane for the first time a much better chance at getting some good prizes. So what we did is we divided the event up into 3 events. The first being the team event, where everybody will draw a name out the hat. Those names will go together into a team captain's team. The team captain being one of the more experienced anglers, then has generally 2 novices or 2 newer anglers, and that'll make up his team. The team then fishes against each other in the traditional species format, and at the end of the day, the team with the most species and the biggest weight would win the day.
Day one was a team comp. The whole idea was to get the guys, the newbies who haven't fished, to fish alongside with all the experienced guys, and hopefully get them into some fish. Because for some of the guys from inland, they just come here and all they want to do is catch a fish. They don't necessarily want to win a comp. So I think it was a great format, and I think it worked quite well. I mean, the guys were all on the water and the guys were keen.
And yeah, we all went out here in front of Paindane, and everybody had their own tactics to use. Everyone was just wanting to put something on the board. And there are a lot of newcomers to the sport as well, so everybody had to be taught new tricks of the trade. A lot of people didn't know much about the area. So yeah, the captains hopefully helped them out for the rest of the tournament and showed them a few great point system. So it made it fair for everybody. It wasn't really on weight, just on like a 5 and 10 point system, depending on the size of the fish.
It's quite interesting out there, sitting out there in your kayak with these big swells and lots of wind and just trying to persevere and catch a fish. But I do believe that's part of the challenge. You know, we like to get out there and challenge ourselves and experience what kayak fishing and fishing is all about.
There's an old man standing at the corner.
Day 2 is the individual comp for the biggest fish. The weather was terrible, so a lot of guys chose to launch further up the coastline. We launched at Coconut Bay, drove along the beach for a while until we found a point where we could launch.
Still staring at you.
Drifted with the current, back down towards Paindane. It's about a 12k drift. And we went over a couple of pinnacles. We tried to stay there as long as possible till we tired out, but guys are going on all the time. A couple of nice fish coming out.
We had a great downwind. You know, a couple of the mates, we all paddled out to a mark and knew the wind was coming and it was going to start blowing, and we sort of set ourselves up for a downwind paddle.
We drifted back. I think I was on the water for about 7 hours and I did 29.5 k's. Catching 5 kuta, a lot of smaller ones and a nice GT.
You ended up in this town. There's a sign up ahead with a number to call. And sunny seas all around.
And then as we drifted down, there's a whole lot of reef structure and pinnacles and that all the way from Coconut Bay to Punjata, and then once again from Punjata to Paindane.
Now you got to be strong.
Guys are going on the whole way down. Then we came across shoals of kingfish and huge shoals of kingfish, and some of us got like many on. I was very lucky. I got my 25.9 kg kingfish on my second down, which was great.
You know, there's times when you're fighting a fish and he drifts far away and then you're sitting on your own and you get to experience sort of what the kayak fishing is about. Just being out there quiet on your own and just looking after yourself and experiencing what fishing on your own is all about.
Yeah, still fast here.
touch the little guy.
And we sort of lose each other on the drift. Guys are like maybe 500 meters apart, so you don't really see anyone and you're drifting on your own, and it really gets a little bit nerve-wracking sometimes. You know, you're in bad weather and things get a little bit hairy out there, and then all of a sudden you get stuck into 12-15 kilo fish on your own, and I mean, it's exhilarating. It really is. It's fantastic.
In that down and was just, you know, linking up with a mate, deciding to put lures on, and we just paddled together and chasing the ones and laughing and joking and just getting into it. I mean, that's really what it's about. Just the pure fun and the satisfaction of enjoying yourself makes it so much more enjoyable on the water. You know, you're getting out there and you're just experiencing those moments that just keep your adrenaline going and keeping you on the water. The challenge is there. You've paddled, you've done the hard work, you've set the baits, you've battled the wind, you've battled everything. You get the bite, you get the fish. That is just the satisfaction of kayak fishing.
But it's love I've been evading. I've been too scared to take the fall. No love for me.
You don't know what you're going to get out there. You don't know what you're going to experience. And you're just at peace with the world out there, even though the odds are against you and the weather sometimes is terrible. Just sitting on the ocean, you know, with a whole bunch of guys that have got a similar interest and that are really passionate about the sport, it's just nothing to beat it.
I guess I do. Don't stop what you're doing now. Baby, take a walk with me. 'Cause it's hot, I really feel it now.
Today we're on a very, very windy day 3, which is the individual species challenge, like it has always been in the past. I racked up 2 species this morning.
You've been close behind me for a chance to take.
You know, there is quite a strong current and there's a strong wind in the opposite direction, which causes the water to churn up a bit. And you know, it obviously separates the men from the boys, because it really does get hairy out there, and then you know, you're only left with a couple of you out there fighting the odds. And then you almost have a lot of respect for each other, because you know that a lot of time and effort has gone in to getting your fitness up and getting to that stage where you can actually just stay out there and make it happen.
I've met some real believers, not a thing they wouldn't do. But I can put my finger on that something about you. And I know you won't believe this, I'm not really into you. The only thing I like is to just sit and watch you move. So don't stop what you're doing now. Baby, do a dance for me.
I'm Greg from whopper.com. We are South Africa's premier online sports betting bookmaker. Part of our brand is being out and open and sponsoring sport and getting out there. We recently got involved in the Paindane stealth surf ski fishing competition and have brought a new dimension to fishing at this tournament. We've entered all the contestants onto our platform where they've been able to bet on the amount of fish caught in the tournament, the weight of the biggest fish, most species caught, and the biggest species of the tournament. Our goal is with WhopperBet is to change the perception of betting in South Africa. It's a fast-growing brand. It changes the way you watch sports and it changes the way you enjoy sports as well. Kayak fishing is outdoor, it's fun entertainment. you know, and having the guys being able to back themselves and bet that they may catch the biggest fish. I think it's a good correlation for the guys to have, and it makes it fun.
I see you standing in a line.
You're paddling with a lot of guys that you've just met recently, and it's amazing how quickly you become mates. Because everybody on the water is, you know, raring for anyone else around them to catch a fish, because everybody just wants to know that there's fish there. And as soon as the first guy goes on, everybody's spirits are lifted.
I see the beauty in your eyes are sexy.
With an event like this, when we get extreme weather conditions like this, some of the guys would rather sit in the bar and have a couple of beers and talk about it, and others would get out there until the last moment and battle the weather and battle the fish until there's no time left. So it's going to be great over the next 2 days to see who comes out on top and to see either beats the weather, and hopefully the weather doesn't beat them.
This is epic. Best vacation you can choose, and you know, usually when you go on vacation you pick up kilos. Here you lose kilos. It's good cardiovascular, I love it. Love it.
Just come with me, you know.
I got two nice fish today. One GT that almost pulled me off my craft, and Willem was next to me laughing like hell. Conditions a bit rough this morning, but perseverance, and you're there to catch it. I'm from Botswana, we don't have seas up there. And this is good exercise for me, and it's just a great competition. My first one here, newbie as well, and awesome event.
Awesome, paradise. It's my first time out here in Mozambique. I must say I bought my kayak a week ago. Never been out at sea, always scared of the sea. Great bunch of people out here, and awesome. Really, I'll definitely do it again.
You will find that it's gonna be alright.
This year we've been a little bit unlucky though. The weather's been terrible. We've had a lot of wind. You know, for 2 days we had a really howling sort of northeasterly wind, which kept the guys off the water for long periods. We've actually did downwind paddles just to stay on the water. And then we woke up this morning for day 3, and the southwesterly arrived and it's been battering us all day. So this year the event has turned into sort of a battle hardy event, and only the tough are surviving.
So close to sex when you smile.
Part of the Purple Capital Group are 3 distinct sections which are represented at this event. The first being Global Trader, which I represent. Global Trader is the leading full-service derivative stockbroker in South Africa. Our ideal client profile are risk takers, and within the extreme sport environment, we find it a perfect suit for our business, and kayak fishing suits that perfect. We've seen that this year in extreme conditions. The fishermen have got out there and done their thing, and it's the same with the financial markets. As they go up and down and the more volatility there is, our clients get more and more active. It's been fantastic. I haven't done too much fishing, but it's been a really great opportunity to come down here to Mozambique. The hospitality has been fantastic, and the fishing extreme in all ways. But with that, the fishermen have caught some really good fish, and a lot of fun has been had. And there's been some really challenging conditions, and it's brought the best out of the fishermen. So it's been a really magic few days. Beautiful weather except for the wind, but you can't predict the conditions, and that's what makes the sport so exciting.
Kayak fishing to me is a bit of an adventure or a bit of a lifestyle sport. All mates get in the car, you drive to a destination like where we are in beautiful Paindane, Mozambique. You get out there and you battle each other on the water trying to catch big fish. So that little lifestyle or just the adventure aspect of the sport makes it so much fun. You can be paddling one moment on the ocean, you get to the beach, you decide to go for a run in the sand. You know, it's a healthy lifestyle. it's the satisfaction of knowing that you've made an effort, you've got off your bum off the couch, you've got out there and you've done something. You've got an opportunity to catch fish, you've got to have to burn some energy, and of course you get time later on to come back to your chalet and relax. So that sort of lifestyle and adventure is really appealing, and it appeals to everybody. Yes, some people might say that's hard work, but you know what? Sometime in your life you've got to get out there and experience it.
Been a quiet morning so far. Got a little live bait out, a little kingy, and I just got my fourth species. I just got a little craft, just about, well, just over 50 centimeters. So yeah, I think I'm gonna hang around a bit and get something maybe bigger on drop shot, and try and get one more species, and then go try and get some weight of the kuta or whatever's out there. So having fun, a bit windy, a bit choppy, but good all round.
Yeah, we're on the last day of the Stealth Species Challenge. I launched early at Paindane, and there wasn't too much happening there. I managed to get two nice big bonnies that all weigh, or we measured and released them. And then I went with the wind, downwind to Gajata Bay. I'm here at Gajata Bay. I just released a kuda, and I just got a nice prodigal, and I got a skipjack tuna on the way down here. The offshore is pumping at the moment. I'm just waiting, I'd imagine around 9-10 o'clock. The offshore will slacken off and I'll probably make my way back to Paindane.
Today was an awesome launch at Kayak. It was very flat, a couple of swells out there, and I've caught barracuda, I've caught a kuda, I've caught pick handles. It's just been a great trip. Pity about the wind so much, but some great fish have come out, and definitely be back here again next year.
The experience has been fantastic. A lot of wind, beautiful weather, but a lot of wind, a lot of fishing. I haven't caught any fish. I fell out of a few boats. It's been an interesting trip, but hey, what a magnificent place, man.
Rainy, windy.
Caught some nice kingfish, nice golden kingfish, which is quite a rare species up here. And then also a nice big GT, estimated approximately 20 kilos. Well, still got to see now how the rest of the results pan out, but hopefully I've made it into the top 10.
The weather we had over the last 4 days was possibly the worst 4 days we've had out of probably all the events put together. I think for all the guys who braved it, went out there, puzzled, caught fish, had a good time, thank you very much for making the effort. Yeah, well done, Marcus. 30, Mr. Greenslade is the winner!
Stealth Paindane Species Challenge is proudly brought to you by Harvey's and Cray Valley. VaultBet, Global Trader, and Reynolds Pinetown.